Hello, if you're new here, my name is Madison and this is Mad's Makeup. If you're not new, then welcome back. I hope you had a great weekend. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 8 different ways on how you can stick to a no-buy. And this doesn't necessarily have to be a no-buy specifically just on makeup items. I just recently hit a halfway mark on a 6-month no-buy that I started in January. So this is just some different ways that I have been able to use to stick to the no-buy myself. So if you want to see these ways to stick to it, then just keep watching the video. My first tip on sticking to a no-buy is to not watch videos like unboxings, hauls, or the likes of those kind of videos. These videos can be way too tempting for somebody that is trying to save money and not purchase items. You will see different items in these videos and you're gonna have FOMO, fear of missing out, and may want to buy those items yourself. So if you don't expose yourself in the first place to these kind of videos, you might be a lot less likely to want to buy those items in the first place. And it goes with that saying, bad company corrupts good morals. I'm not necessarily saying these kind of videos are bad company, but it's a similar idea. If you are exposing yourself to things like people purchasing a lot of items when you're trying not to purchase items, it's going to make you feel like you want to do that as well. My second tip to sticking with a no-buy is to set a really desirable goal for yourself. And a goal can be whatever you're wanting to reach at the end of your no-buy. If you set a goal for yourself, you can really be thinking about something that you really want throughout your no-buy, whether that is going on a trip, paying off debt, whatever it is. If you have this goal set in mind on something that's really big and important to you, then it'll make it a lot easier to stick to the no-buy in the first place. And maybe you can even set checkpoints along the way. For example, if you're doing a 4-month no-buy, maybe 2 months in, you can say, if I stick to 2 months at least of this no-buy, I can get my nails done. And that checkpoint really gets you motivated to continue on that no-buy because you are able to kind of satisfy that desire to spend your money, but it's not something as big or extravagant as what your maybe end goal would be. My third tip on how to stick to a no-buy is to make sure you are doing this no-buy for yourself and nobody else. If you feel like you're being forced into this or you're jumping into it too fast, you're going to be a lot less likely to stick to it because it wasn't your decision or choice in the first place. It can almost feel like this no-buy is a chore or something that is really tiresome to be doing. If this is something that you really feel like you needed and you wanted to do for yourself, then you're going to feel a lot more motivated and likely to stick to it. My next reason, and this reason might be the one that motivates you the best to stick to a no-buy, is to challenge a friend to do a no-buy with you. Just like when you're doing something like working out, it's a lot more fun and motivating when you do it with a friend. You can keep each other accountable. You're more likely to push yourself harder than you would if you were just alone. There's somebody else there that is going through these struggles, if you want to say, or even if you don't have somebody to do a no-buy with you, you can even be posting about it. And this is something that I've been doing recently since I started my no-buy, is I'll post little bits about it on my story, on my YouTube, whatever. So I kind of feel like there are other people that are out there watching me going through this no-buy, and if I fail to do it myself, then I almost in a way feel like I'm failing them because I said I'm going to stick to this, and if I can't stick to my goals, why would somebody else not feel like they should have to stick to theirs? The sixth way that you can be able to stick to no-buy is to think about the work you had to put in to make that money in the first place. If you start thinking about in your head that, oh man, I had to work 3 hours just to be able to afford that palette, you might be a lot less likely to really want that palette in the long run because the work that you put into it is not worth the item that you're getting out of it. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with splurging, but as I always say, do not go into debt for makeup. So if you feel like you're splurging to the point where having to put so much on a credit card that you can't even afford the makeup in the first place, then all that work that you put into getting that money is just not worth it, and it's just going to keep accumulating debt, and you really do not want to go into that for things like makeup, clothing, whatever it is that is not super essential to your everyday life. The next reason is one that I didn't actually do myself, but a lot of people I know like to do this when they're setting goals for themselves, and that is to make a vision board of what your goals are. If you have a vision board, which if you're constantly seeing that vision board in your goals every day, it can really give you that motivation to stick to your no-buy because you keep seeing that thing that you're really working towards. And seeing that every day will remind you of why you're doing the no-buy in the first place. The next way to stick to a no-buy is to stay away from stores like Sephora and Ulta. And this is specifically applying to if you're doing a beauty no-buy, but if you are doing one for a clothing no-buy, then again, just stay away from those stores that really make you feel like you want to buy a lot of clothes. It'll be a lot easier to stick to it if you're not going in and seeing those items, products, whatever it is all the time. And along those same lines, you might even have to unfollow certain pages that are constantly posting about new product alerts or their unboxings or trying on products because you're going to have this fear of missing out or FOMO if you're not getting to have those products that you're seeing other people try out as well. And my last tips on how you can stick to a no-buy is while you are in the period of your no-buy, write down the products that you are seeing that you feel like you really want in that moment. And once your no-buy is over, reevaluate what those products were. You'll start to realize that those items that you feel like, oh, I'm gonna get that right there, like those items that they put right in the aisles when you're getting ready to check out, those items are impulse buys. And this is gonna be something that you're gonna be able to stop yourself from doing during a no-buy period. I hope these tips on how to stick to a no-buy are able to help you. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And let me know in the comments if you enjoy these kind of no-buy videos, and I will keep making them. And I hope you all have a safe and wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!